Yep, I also just a quick information video on the Vapour canister on a DeLorean. I couldn't find much information online. There is a section in the workshop manual which is useful as well, but nothing much out there. So, the situation I had on my car was that I was getting a lot of fumes. I was noticing a lot of fumes was coming from the cap. So literally I parked the car in my garage, you know, next to the bathroom window, for example, you know, and you could basically smell through the bathroom window petrol. And I looked around, couldn't see any leaks, all that sort of stuff. Smelt around here, and literally I could smell fumes here. Basically it's a brand new cap, you know, it's a few months old, that kind of gist. And yeah, you can smell fumes around here. So had a look. So what I first of all did is I removed the cover here, had a look. So you've got a thick fuel pipe, and then you've got a breather sort of pipe on it as well. Checked all secure, no leaking. I know the fuel pump's not leaking, I must add as well. Then you've got a rollover valve here as well. So what I did is I basically took the then what it does, the rollover valve is it does a few things, but one thing it does is it siphons the fumes from the tank, you know, as you reduce the level of petrol. Obviously you need to add air into the tank, and what it does, it moves those fumes, etc., down a rubber pipe, down to the metal pipe, along the bottom of the car, along this side here, and then into the Vapour canister. And then when you operate the car, the Vapour canister is actuated, and then that then sucks and reuses the fumes in the engine. That's the kind of gist, and obviously it means no fumes this end. So I blew down, took the pipe off the top, blew down it, and it was that was it. It was nothing. You couldn't blow down the pipe, so I knew there's a blockage somewhere in the system. So I took the wheel off, rubber pipe off, the metal pipe down here, blew down both parts, and yeah, and basically it blew through the rubber pipe up to the top. That was fine, and just tried to clean the metal pipe, you know, with a 6-inch cleaner, and there's no debris or dirt in there. It seemed potentially fine as well. Blew down it with a piece of spare hose, and it's still blocked. So I knew the blockage was somewhere that direction. So put that all back together again. Had a look online. One of the guys kindly said on the forum that these caps are for European cars without Vapour canisters, and they actually have basically a ball valve inside. So you undo the 2 screws there, and lo and behold, inside there is indeed a ball valve, and that then vents the fumes to atmosphere, as I want to vent them to the Vapour canister. So basically just fill it with blue RTV, ideally just over the bulb joint, or you can put all around, whatever you want to do. But yeah, did that last night, put the old cap back on, let it dry, etc., back on, and now there's no fumes coming through. There's no fumes if I leave it a few minutes and smell, there's no fumes around there, so I know that they're sorted. Now obviously the fuel tank has to be able to breathe to allow air in as you use it. Otherwise, they say in the manual the fuel tank can sort of collapse on itself, you know, by creating a vacuum, etc. So I needed to make sure that blockage was sorted. So like I said, I went round to the back, round to the Vapour canister. So I pulled the hose off the metal pipe, which is here, and then put a spare bit of hose, blew down this, and then if you blow down this with the fuel cap on, you basically can hardly blow down this, of course, basically, because of course there's nowhere for the air to escape, because of course it's blocked up down that end, you know, because obviously the vapour goes back this way as such. But if you then remove the fuel cap, that end, and blow down it, then it blows straight through, and obviously it blows right round and out of the fuel filler hole. So I know that end there is sorted, and I know the pipe's good. I then blew down this end here, and it was blocked. So confident it was a problem with this. Undid the screws, undid the bolts, undid the 2 here, because you have to undo all 6 of them. Had a look, and basically what had happened is, when I was trying to make the pipes neat, I had basically kinked this pipe here. So it was literally just kinked. And that was the problem. So I pulled it out, boom, blow down it, job done. So that was fine. So that's good. So now I know that that's basically potentially fine. So then how this works is, you've got this hose here coming on the bottom from the engine. When the engine's on, that provides a sucking vacuum to it down here. That then operates as a valve in here. You can see that. Once that valve opens, then it opens up the fumes to go from the canister through this, and then they get sucked through here, and then they get sucked into the engine here through the cold start valve. So normally I've got a clip on there, I just removed it so I can blow through, make sure everything was clear. So that's how it works. I put a little bit of vacuum on here, and I can hear a clicking noise in here, so I'm fairly confident that's probably working. I guess, you know, maybe when I run the car, you know, I should probably maybe potentially pull this off and maybe see if, you know, it smells of petrol on the end of the hose, or there's some sort of airflow from going this way. I'm not sure exactly, but I'm confident that that's sorted. Yeah, so I think that this is all good. So I'll definitely say your routing of your rubber pipes is really, really important. So I'm going to connect it back up again now. Obviously connect this one here back up to this one. Make sure there's no kinks and anything. Shorten it if I need to make it nice and neat. Yeah, and then I think that is happy days. So I can then run the car this week. So there shouldn't be any fumes now on the cap, which was the whole point of the start of the exercise. You know, shouldn't be any fumes on there, and the fumes then should be then going back to the vapour canister and then recirculating back into the engine. So that's the plan. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Cool. Anyway, hope this is some use to everyone. It's in the manual here. Some hints and bits and bobs and information in here. But my little tips, you know, the fact that it was kinked, where I tried to make it look super neat. You know, that's obviously my fault, sort of thing. And also many people aren't going to know the difference on these. So this one here, for example, this is the original one, doesn't have a ball bearing inside. There's nothing in there, and this one is just solid. Well, that one there does, and obviously that one there you have to RTV up. Cool, there you go. Nice one. Hope that's some use to everyone, and all the best. Cheers. Yeah, so here's a quick bit of information. See, this is the original cap, just to confirm this. See, so this one here, it's got the 2 holes in there for a ball valve and a little bit of plastic basically, and a pin. But basically that it's not drilled through. It's solid plastic, so you can't blow through that basically. Whereas the new cap from DeLorean Europe, as they has a pivot in there, the ball plus a little pin as well, you know. So, and you can obviously blow through it to let vapour through. So yeah, that is absolutely confirmed that this is a solid sealed cap. Cool, excellent. Cheers. Right, so hi all. Yep, so just thought I'd double check. So yeah, remove the plastic cover, unscrew this and remove it from the rollover. And now when I blow down this, it's say firm to blow down, but basically I can now blow down this into the vapour canister, whereas before you blow down it and it was literally solid, and that's obviously all due to that kink for me in my pipe work. But yeah, now I can blow down this. So now say I'm confident that say the fumes will go from here, so down this pipe. This pipe here is actually not the original pipe, hence why it's curled like this. But I got this pipe here from DeLorean Go because the original sort of specially made one wasn't in stock at the time. This one here works fine, so it goes right around there. The fumes go around there into the rollover valve, and then here, and then they go down to the vapour canister. So yeah, now you can blow down it, and happy days. Yeah, cool, excellent. Cheers.